There's so much about space, our solar system, and the galaxy that we still don't know. Space is vast. With billions of galaxies and stars, and planets in our own solar system yet to be fully explored or understood, scientists' knowledge of space is always evolving. There are, however, some really cool things we know about space right now. Space is completely silent. There is no atmosphere in space, which means that sound has no medium or way to travel to be heard. Did you know? The Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system and has an average surface temperature of around 450 degrees Celsius. Did you know that Venus isn't the closest planet to the Sun? That is Mercury. You would think that Mercury would then be the hottest, but Mercury has no atmosphere, which regulates temperature, resulting in big fluctuations. One day on Venus is longer than 1 year on Venus. Venus takes 243 Earth days to complete one rotation on its axis, but only 225 Earth days to orbit around the Sun. A full NASA space suit costs $12 million. While the entire suit costs a cool $12 million, 70% of that cost is for the backpack and control module. However, the space suits that NASA uses were built in 1974. If these were priced by today's pricing, they would cost an estimated $150 million. The Sun accounts for 99.86% of the mass in our solar system, with a mass of around 330,000 times that of Earth. Did you know that the Sun is made up of mostly hydrogen, 3/4 worth, with the rest of its mass attributed to helium? If the Sun had a voice, would it be high and squeaky from all that helium? The Sun is large enough that approximately 1.3 million Earths could fit inside, if squashed in, or if the Earths retained their spherical shape, then 960,000 would fit. But can you visualize that number of Earths? Is not it interesting? There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way. There are about 3 trillion trees on planet Earth, and between 100 to 400 billion stars, approximately, in the galaxy. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. The universe extends far beyond our own galaxy, the Milky Way, which is why scientists can only estimate how many stars are in space. However, scientists estimate the universe contains approximately 1 septillion stars, or a septillion. While no one can actually count every single grain of sand on the Earth, the estimated total from researchers at the University of Hawaii is somewhere around 7 quintillion, 500 quadrillion grains. That is an awfully big sand castle. Blue or red? Just as colors are made more dramatic in sunsets on Earth, sunsets on Mars, according to NASA, would appear bluish to human observers watching from the red planet. Fine dust makes the blue near the Sun's part of the sky much more visible, while normal daylight makes the red planet's familiar rusty dust color the most perceptible to the human eye. There's a planet made of diamonds twice the size of Earth. The super-Earth, aka 55 Cancri E, is most likely covered in graphite and diamond. Paying a visit to that planet would probably pay for the $12 million space suit needed to get there. There is a planet named HD 189733b where it rains glass sideways due to winds blowing at 7,000 kilometers per hour, 4,300 miles per hour. If two pieces of the same type of metal touch in space, they will bond and become permanently stuck together. This is because the atoms of each metal are so close together without any other forces to separate them. The tallest mountain known to humans is not on Earth, but on a planet called Mars. Olympus Mons, a shield volcano on Mars, stands at a height of 22 kilometers, 14 miles, which is almost 3 times the height of Mount Everest. There is a planet named Trace 2b that reflects less than 1% of the light that falls on it, making it the darkest planet known to humans. Astronauts in space can see the Great Wall of China from orbit, but it's difficult to see with the naked eye. In the early universe, the first stars were massive and short-lived, and they exploded as supernovas, which created the heavy elements that make up our bodies and the world around us. If you could drive a car to the Sun, it would take around 176 years to reach it at a speed of 60 miles per hour. There is a black hole named J0100 plus 2802 that is 12 billion times more massive than the Sun, making it one of the largest black holes ever discovered. This is not all. The space is much bigger and unrecognizable. That is why it is so interesting to observe it.